Yo, what is up guys? Another video for you guys here today. In today's video we're going to be doing a the way I would play this map. So it's just going to be a really easy walkthrough guide of how to play this map and where everything is, and just the easiest way on how to do everything, upgrade everything. Oh. Okay, there we go. So the first thing you want to do is come over here and activate this, like, it's pretty much just a generator, but there's a different name for it. It's called like a, I can't remember. I just call them generators. But then once you do that, you're just going to want to do what you normally do to get a lot of points at these low rounds. I just normally shoot a zombie 4 times and then knife him.
This is not the better tomorrow Richtofen promised.
Okay.
This is a land of
Don't need that.
as though hell itself has taken form.
So we're just going to stay here until round 4. We'll actually end up saving 2 zombies until round 4. So we have a ton of money just at that low round, and then by round 5 or so we should have a bunch of money, maybe enough to open up the whole map. I know we can open up a lot of the map, but maybe not the whole thing, because you're still wanting to get Jug, Quick Revive, perks pretty much. We got really lucky with the stubble points. So for round 1 and 2, you're just going to want to keep knifing and shooting zombies. Here we got a max ammo, pretty lucky. But at round 3 and 4, you're going to want to buy the RK5. This will be 500. Make sure to get your extra 100 points out of the quick revive machine. That's always helpful. I'm just going for Perkaholic at these low rounds. But for round 3 and 4, you're going to want to buy the RK5, like I said before. And you're just going to want to shoot, knife. Easy money. Shoot, knife. And that is how we'll mostly get a lot of our points at these low rounds. Now, if you get a nuke or an insta-kill, you're just going to want to go through the rounds. But always make sure to get these nukes at the end of the round. Like that. So now we already have a decent amount of money, but since I've been hitting the Skullbone gun machine every single round, it will lower your money. So you probably don't want to be hitting the Skullbone gun every round like I have done. But now it's round 4 and we'll be doing the shooting, knifing, just like we did last round. But now that I have ammo in this, we'll probably end up using this, getting some points out of the zombies with this. Great point maker. But always with the faster zombies. Whoa, I was lagging a bit there. Now you're just going to want to horn them up, rape chain them up. Now if you don't get ammo in your MR6 by the time you hit round 4, then you're just going to want to keep shooting and knifing just like you would have done before. Just be careful in this spawn room. You're always going to want to be careful. Okay, we almost actually got that nuke, but we're not going to be wanting to get that. We're just going to keep knifing these zombies. It's a little bit laggy, but we should be able to live through this.
This place will run red with your blood.
I normally don't end up getting these insta kills at the lower end. You're going to want to save 2 zombies. I completely forgot to mention that. Just because every time you use a launch pad, it actually does kill the zombie. So you're going to want to save 2 zombies.
Do you
Okay, we got Pergaholic. Oh gosh.
May not be best judge of flavor.
Okay, so we'll just go through this round. We actually might end up saving one of these little bugs and going on. Okay, so once you have a lot of money and it's round, it should be round 4 and you should have 2 zombies left. You're going to want to actually come, you can go either way. This way we'll go Origins. Yeah, we'll go Origins. And now from this point, you can just go around, look at the map, look for these zombie shield parts.
I will add this to
Okay.
the child, Samantha.
And even if you wanted to, you could probably end up staying in that starting room until you get a parasite round. We're just looking for this other piece now. Okay, and also the deal with the shield parts, I will be making a separate video on all the shield locations and a guide on how to build the shield, where to build the shield, and all that good stuff. And all the teddy bears and all that good stuff. But as in right now, this is going to be a walkthrough of the guide, or a walkthrough of the map, I mean. And I'm probably moving a little bit too fast, so I'm just going to go back a bit. We'll make our way back. Ooh, a little bit of the voice crack there. Okay, so we're taking it back a little bit. So once you come from the spawn on that jump pad, it will just be exactly like how the old Origins map would be. You just have the normal map, except this upper area is pretty new. So once you come to Generator 3, it will be like the old Origins spot. At No Man's Land, you're going to need a power source to open up that door. So you'll just want to make your way back all the way around to where I was before. Come up here to where the pack punch. This is going to lead you to Mob of the Dead. Just keep going down, and there will be 2 ways to go. You'll even hear the mob music. And we're going to go ahead and do this generator. So I'm going to go ahead and buy the HVK, and then we'll start up on this generator. Okay, this is called a corruption engine. I just normally call it oh, that ended the round, but whatever. I normally just call it a generator because that's what I'm used to calling things. You don't even really need to kill zombies, and then once you do that, oh yeah, I forgot to show you at the spawn. Once you complete these, it will take you to Natcher and Toten, and here you'll see your challenges. This will be where you also build your shield. We'll get back to all this later. But for right now, we're going to go back to Mob of the Dead / Origins. Rack up some points. Held together with tape. And then I'll show you the rest of the map. We're not going to need these. Okay, so here we'll just get some points. Oh, I didn't know they would spawn behind me. Whoa. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get down to 2 zombies because, like I said before, if you only have 1 zombie and you use the jump pads, that actually will end up killing your zombie. And as you can see here, we have 2 zombies. So now, do we have 3? No, we have exactly 2. So now, from the Origins to the Mob of the Dead part, you can call it, there are going to be these jump pads. and you could just jump. And then if you take Origins, this map is one big circle pretty much. So that's Origins to mob from spawn. And then if you jump here, you will have Verrückt. That was probably pretty noticeable. And just a slightest small bit of Zetsubo. It's only in this room actually also.
Were we here before, or is it somewhere?
And there are going to be you have Dragon Shield parts and then the Keeper parts. And there will be each at these areas. Oh, and if you see little lamps like these with like a blue light in them, you can just press square and it will be a Monty quote.
It wasn't the best idea to leave the most powerful artifact in this or any other dimension just lying on the fucking table. But in all fairness, Maxis was a bit of a wild card. I mean, you remember he was actually just a little drone the last time you saw him. Anyway, he's in the summoning key now. Buggered if I know how we're going to get him out.
Just a little Monty quote. So now there will be, or actually no. Okay, I just realized we were looking around here for nothing. But at every one of these spawns or places, there will be a corruption engine, and it will be like a generator. It will just be 500. They should have done what they done in Origins though, and make it to where everything was 250 if you play solo. Sadly, they didn't make it like that. Okay, and every one of these portals will lead you back to Toten. And now that I guess we're back here again,
I feel the hair
this,
on the back of my neck.
once it loads in, let it just load in for a second. Okay, so there's these 4 things, and those 4 things will be red until they're pretty much the 4 generators. So for each generator, it will be one of those things. And we went the wrong way. So every time you do a generator, it will spark up green. We've done 3 out of the 4 generators, and that's why there's 3 of these. And there's 1 missing, and we are about to go do that. So we were just at Verrückt. We're going to make our way back to Verrückt, continue our circle or the cycle. So we've gone from spawn to Origins slash Mob of the Dead. From here, which is Verrückt and Zetsubo, it's just one big circle pretty much. And then from here, continuing our circle, you can see it from the theater there. This will be Kino slash Der Eisen, and a little bit of the Revelations map itself. So once you go from there, boom, you're at Kino, and this is where I normally rape train.
As a child, once it was like entering.
You have the Bowie knife over here, another teddy bear, and for every one of these spots, there's a weird zombie glitch here. I don't know why. Zombies always end up getting glitched there. But we're going to continue our way out of Kino, and voila, Der Eisen. Now, you're going to activate these things again, just like you would in good old Der Eisen. Please make it before the zombie hits me. Okay. Now, just like here, there is going to be a shield part.
I hated this room. Even that castle.
Actually, this is 3 maps.
Sneak up on me.
There's a upstairs to Kino, the downstairs. I just realized this is 3 maps, so you have Kino leading to Der Eisendrache. And then from Der Eisendrache, the Shangri-La part of the map. And I'll show you that in just a minute. We're just going to go ahead and continue. And just like in good old Horizon, you'll be able to wall run. And just like in Horizon, the shield pieces are going to be on the wall again. As you can see here, once I find the shield piece, it's a little bit harder to see because they're in different locations, but they're still going to be on the wall. You should have no problem finding them. It shouldn't take that long at all. And then from this little area, you have this little premise type area. And then if you go the other way, so from Horizon, a left will take you to the premise area, and then to the right, it will take you to, well, Shangri-La.
I think was it first time I was ever impaled?
So I'll give you a little recap going the other way, since that might help as well. Okay, so actually, I'll show you something a little bit cool too. We go here. We just trapped ourselves though.
It appears I was careless in spending habits.
Okay, so I just shot myself because I didn't open up this door before. But spawn is right there. So it's pretty, you see what I mean, how it's just one big circle? So if we were to go the other way, instead of going left to Originton Mob, we would have came right to Shangri-La / Origin / Kino. So this is three maps in one right here. And I am just looking through the map to see, because me and myself, I don't even know where all the keeper locations are. Okay. I'm doing a mask right here, as you see in the video. I will be making video tutorials on how to do that once I get a little bit more into the mask. I haven't really been doing the masks as much. Okay, but we're gonna want to get down to not as many zombies. Okay, so there's 2 there, there's 1 up there. I see. Okay, that should be 2 zombies. And this is actually also very new for me, and of course, just like skulls, there should be a pink skull on this side of the map. Myself, I know where one of them is. There should be a location here, but it's not. So that means we have a little bit exploring to do ourselves. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it could be back here. Oh, here we go.
Good news once again.
Okay, I don't think there was one back here. Also, by me doing this, it's also going to give you a good look at the map. Jeez, dude, I don't know why I can't remember this. Okay. Huh. I don't know why I'm having such trouble finding this. Well, I've looked through this whole side of the map and I still didn't find it. I don't really, I don't mind that we haven't found it yet, but, well, just because this also gives you a good look at the map if you've never played the map. It's honestly so, it stands out. It's a pink skull.
Something else I should probably clarify. This is it. The ether. The infinite. Otherwise known as Agartha. Or is it Agartha? Well, whatever way you slice it or spell it, it's the reality beyond. Beyond the world you know. Beyond your perception. Just so we're clear, I'm absolutely not talking about death. That's a whole other can of worms. Speaking of which, you know how people say when you cut a worm in half, both parts keep on living? Well, they do. But then one of them dies. Not sure if it's the arse or the head. But that's the problem with worms. They're a bit short on distinguishing features. What was the point I was making?
Okay, so that was just another Manticore. I was letting that go. But as you guys saw, I got that piece that we were missing. And we also did another corruption. What do you want to call it? I'm just so used to calling it generators. Corruption engine. Corruption engine. And now we are on to the next round. Just getting some points. We're going to get down to... So, we have green now. And now that I've done the engine walkthrough, I am going to just do another little recap of the map. And yeah, I'll show you guys just a little walkthrough of the map, and that should be it. Well, this is the walkthrough guide of the map itself, but I'm also going to be making a Pack Punch upgrade guide, a Apothicon Servant upgrade guide, and yeah, so just stay tuned for more tutorials. Okay, so we have 2 zombies. Now we will go to spawn. And I'll just show you guys a little bit of the walkthrough of the map. Two, 3. I did it wrong. Okay. So, we have this spawn area. If you go left through this first door, boom, you're in Origins. Same old good old Origins. If you make your way up to where Pack Punch would be, you want to come down these stairs to where the bottom of Pack Punch would be, where you would do your staffs. You have this little section of, it looks like Ascension just at this part, and then once you go down these doors, You have Mob of the Dead. Coming through Mob, entering this over here. You have Verrückt. Same old Verrückt, stayed the same. And you have Zetsubo in only that room, which is pretty weird. Same, nothing's changed. Except that part. And actually, while we're here, actually was wrong. There is a part here. That's the window.
I am Finder of
There's
Fates.
that.
Should be new job title.
Then, from Verrückt / Zetsubo, you're going to come, jump on here, and here we're at Kino. Now this is a little bit different. It's like one big circle. You have the upper stairs, and then a bottom part. From the bottom part, you're going to go left. Cool little area. And then from Kino to that little area, you have Der Eisendrache, and that was just the bottom door. The upper door, same thing, leads to Der Eisen. And then from Der Eisen, you're going to want to go left down this area. Then in one door to your left, you have all the Primus characters. And if you go right, you're at Shangri-La. So 3 maps. 3 maps here, 2 maps there. And then 2 maps there. So 9 total maps. And then boom, you're back at spawn. And if you've completed all the corruption engines, finally got the name right, I'm used to calling them generators, you're going to want to make your way back into, or this will lead you to Nachtdirt Toten. And if you have all your generators done, you're here. Now I am going to be making a Pack Punch, Apothicon Servant upgrade, all these good guides. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this easy tutorial walkthrough map, or can't even speak English. Tutorial walkthrough guide of the Revelations brand new map. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff. Stay tuned for more great guides on how to pack punch, the Apothicon Servant, all this good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.